Retired engineer Gordon Holmes is one of the few people who claims to have captured the Loch Ness Monster on camera. He's taking us to the exact spot at the water's edge where his life changed forever.
I saw the monster at 10 minutes to 10 on the 26th of May 2007. During the morning, I'd been doing hydrophonic research on the loch. At the evening, I decided to go up to the lay-by, which had a good commanding view of the loch, about 70 foot above the surface. This was my fourth visit up to the loch, and I hadn't actually got anything concrete evidence of something mysterious.
Despite years spent waiting, Gordon remained determined to see the Loch Ness Monster. And on this day, his persistence finally paid off.
I'd been there for a few hours, and then suddenly I saw something coming towards me. I immediately reached over the back seat and grabbed my camcorder. I dashed out, slammed the door, and then suddenly I realised that's not what you're supposed to do. I've read that if you see a potential monster, don't slam the door, because that'll frighten it. So I then ran down to the edge of the lay-by and realised it's disappeared. Where's it gone? And then suddenly I saw it over to the right, and immediately I got the camcorder and zoomed into its position. For the next 2.5 minutes, I was privileged to one of the most amazing sights I've ever seen.
As you can see from Gordon's footage, there is most definitely some type of large animal swimming across the loch. But what could it be?
This thing was like bubbling along the waves. At no point did it break through the surface of the streamlined water flow.
The creature appears to be moving in a serpentine fashion, almost slithering through the water. Based on the species known to inhabit Loch Ness, one might conclude that this is an eel. But when you analyze the video more carefully, the eel theory seems unlikely.
I read somewhere that if you ever get a sighting of something like this, you should zoom in and out so that the people that analyse the footage can always then estimate the size of whatever the creature was, and at the same time, you can prove it's not like a fake because you've seen it in context.
In context, the animal appears to be at least 15 feet long, much larger than any freshwater eel species, and therefore potentially something completely unknown.
It was certainly going at speed into the waves. It wasn't some sort of log. This was a creature that had energy, it had power, it was thrusting through the waves.
In addition to the creature's length, experts were able to determine that it was moving at a top speed of 6 miles per hour.
This is probably the best footage up to this time of the so-called Loch Ness Monster. I realised this was a turning point in the history of the Loch Ness Monster.